Hello viewer! Before we begin our regularly scheduled program, I would like to introduce today's sponsor, the stress button. Have you ever been stressed, anxious, feeling just overwhelmed? The stress button is here to help you vocalize everything that you're feeling kept inside, whether it be anger, stress, the need to stab somebody with a butter knife, all of that. This stress button has 5 noises to help bring out the inner, stressful you. Let's start with number 1. That was noise number 1. I think it helps exemplify when you're laughing out of stress or anger. You're just laughing regularly and then it deteriorates into something crazy. Number 2. That was sound number 2. If you ever feel like you want the world to explode or that a missile is coming down on you, this noise will help bring out your anxiety. And now on to noise number 3.
Oh, yeah. Sure. You want to go there?
If you're ever in the middle of an argument and somebody brings up something that should not be brought up and it brings you a paramount amount of stress and anger, this is the sound for you. On to sound number 4. That was sound number 4. I think it starts off as a sound of stress and anguish and goes into angry crying, stressful crying, crying noises, not actual crying. Anyway, on to sound number 5. That was sound number 5. It is simply for when you're going crazy. The reason that I'm happy to let the stress button sponsor this video is because it was given to me for free. That is all. If you would like to purchase your own stress button, go to 5 and below, because I'm pretty sure that's where somebody else got this for me from. Thank you. Now, on to our regularly scheduled program. For today's video, well, let me just start by saying this. I like to draw, and my inspiration for drawing came from when I started watching anime a long time ago. Naruto took my anime virginity. It was the first anime I watched. And after that, I watched the other ones, and I was like, ooh, I want to be able to draw stuff like this. Like, if y'all ever seen, like, the anime pictures where they have, like, such pretty, like, backgrounds and, like, or when they zoomed in on people, when it zoomed in on an anime character, like, it's just their face and their eyes be so, like, sparkly and colorful and stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to draw stuff like that. So I started to draw. I decided to start drawing. And today we're going to be going through all my sketchbooks. Like, when I first started, all I had was notebooks and number 2 pencils, and I'm not going to be showing you any of them because I can't find them. But I'm going to be starting with the first sketchbook I had and then going through everything else up to my last drawing, because I don't really know what happened to everything else in between, like when I did what, because I don't have dates on everything, but I do know what I last did and what I first did, so we're going to be doing that, everything in between and the last thing, just to see how my art has progressed. And I don't know, show you that hard work gets you nowhere. Okay, so the first sketchbook I ever got was back in 2016. That was technically 5 years ago. So I guess I should show you the first one. This first one, oh no. I think my light is too bright. Let me turn on a different one. Okay, so different lighting, still same sketchbook. I know when art channels usually show like sketchbook tours or whatever, they like just have they voiceover and like just the book, but this isn't an art channel, so yeah. Anyway, the cover has gotten, alright, see, the cover has gotten ripped off, so is the back, the spine is out and everything. PSA, I've never finished any of these sketchbooks. They like, a lot of them just seem to me like I started at the front, I started at the back, and then like everything else in the middle is just weird. But let's see what I want to show. So the first picture I drew, it was supposed to be like Mario characters as anime girls. Let me show you. This was Mario, that was Luigi. I guess that was Princess Peach or whatever, with a fan and an umbrella. some little witch thing and then a little mushroom thing. I kind of got lazy towards the end of it. Like after I did all of that work on her, I had an erasable pen as I was drawing with. Her eyes got farther apart. Her head is super small. But this what I first did. And then look like this whole part is about to come off. Let's see. There was this picture. There's some girl in water, there's grass behind her, stuff like that. It's copied from a picture off my phone. And I did this on June 26, 2016. That's what the date says. And then looking at this one right next to it. It's supposed to be, I know she had a cross necklace, and I think she was like on the floor of her, in her bedroom. Somebody's supposed to be a bed behind her, but I wasn't really focused on backgrounds back then. And then this was June 30th, so 4 days later. Let's see. And this girl, some girl at a pool. She was on a little floaty thing. I don't know. I drew the book super small that she was reading. You can see right here with the erasable pen that I had that I drew her bottom too small, like way too small. And I kind of fixed it. I think her face is sticking out too much, like her chin from her neck. But that's what that is. And then this one's one of my favorites. Wait, I don't have a date on the swimsuit one, but on this one it says July 9th. So there's some girl in a like foresty, grassy place. The circles are supposed to be fireflies. Yeah, she just got her face kind of hidden in her arms or whatever. Some girl fishing. I think if you can see it, she kind of has fangs, so I think she was like a little cat girl or something. That's why she was so excited to be fishing. And then I don't even want to look at that one. This girl was under a lamppost and it was snowing. Some little like bunny maid girl thing. It was raining. This girl wearing an umbrella, like her dress. So I think it looks like I started off with pencil and then did it with my pen, but I didn't finish. Like all the flowers over here, I didn't finish drawing them. I just did grass in this one, and then I didn't finish outlining the circles on her dress, but everything else I think is fine. Little smile. This girl doing some dramatic pose. She had on like a uniform. Her hair was really long. I guess I didn't. Okay, I used my pens for some parts, and other parts I just drew deeply with my pencil, I think. But still, I didn't finish. Just a little picture. And then this is when the sketchbook kind of got more into sketching, not like defined pictures like in the beginning. It was just more of me doing whatever. And it seems in this one I like bookmarked, dog-eared, whatever. All the ones that I thought was good. I know this one's definitely later, like after I had got more sketchbooks and drawn some more. I tried to drawing some lips. This girl down there. Did this girl with this pose and this hair, and then I tried to draw her again. And she looks a bit lopsided in the head. Right here is when like I wanted to make stories, but I wanted to like know what my characters look like, so I drew the character and then tried to give him a little background or whatever. Let's see. Another bookmark, which means it was good to me, I thought. Let me see. No, I think her face is fine, but her body's too small, maybe. Not for anime. Not for anime. I think this one should have had a dog ear. This was cool. While I was drawing, all I wanted to do was draw like some cool looking girl with like a bunch of piercings and curly hair, but it was half covering her face. So I guess that's what I tried to do here. Maybe the bottom half of her feet and her legs are too small. Dang, it's light too freaking bright. Another bookmark. I know this is from like, it was a pose type thing, like wasn't no body drawn onto it. It was just the pose, and I did that. Did a little bikini and sunglasses, covered in red hair. Same thing here. It was another pose. I think I colored the hair really nice, and her feet is in the right position, but her butt looks weird. I think so. Or maybe it just looks like the jeans is painted on because I don't really see any folds or anything. Let's see, yeah. When I first started drawing, I drew the same person kind of over and over again, and I always made the part after their knees and their feet super small, like compared to the rest of their legs. Some more of that. Oh, this was later. I know that. I drew this girl, and then I used like this blue pencil for shading or whatever. And this is definitely good. I used red to kind of outline her, but she had like, I don't know, some crop top with like fishnet at the top of it, a jacket, ripped jeans, heels. I don't know, I think she looked cool. I think she was raising one eyebrow. Okay. So this right here is very much copied from some other artist. I don't know, I saw the picture on Pinterest, I drew it myself, and then I drew it like I saw it, then I tried to draw it with like how I would draw it. That's just what it is, and then I drew it again right there. I'll notice that I'm very good at like copying things just how I see it, like how it is. So yeah. Again, if y'all have ever seen Yona of the Dawn, I think that's what it's called, the anime. This is her. I think her name is Yona. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I drew her. Look, I thought this was good. This was before everything else. I guess the only thing I really like about it is the hair, maybe. But I think her head is way too big, and then her body is all out of whack. And I guess her name was Celia. I don't know, but I said it was good. So, random doodles. Look, big old head, tiny body. I think that's it for this sketchbook. I also said this was good, but she's leaning. Her pants is like somewhere between being baggy and being part of her own skin. I don't know. And I said good, but work on the hands and feet. The feet is weird, and I couldn't even draw the hands. So I don't know. She kind of had a tattoo of her arm. Okay, so now like I said before, everything else is kind of just random. I don't know when exactly I drew it, so I'm just picking out this pile of sketchbooks that I have as I go. So try to do this girl. This one, I drew from picture. It says October 30th, so it was after some of the stuff in that small one. I know that I looked up something to say like have a good summer or something like that, and I hope that's Japanese. Drew this girl. I looked at her and I wanted her lips to look shiny, so I put real lip gloss on her. That's why it's kind of like a little stain around her. Did this, all that is supposed to be shadows or shading, but it just looks like I erased badly or something. And then on the back of it is this girl. And then in the back I was supposed to start drawing the sunset, but obviously I didn't finish. Everything else was just doodled on the side. Right here, here was some pictures from real people, and I tried to draw them in a more cartoony way or whatever. However I would draw them, that's what they came out as. Sketching, doodles. I think right here I was trying to draw different types of lips and eyes. It's all over the place. On the back, this character right here is from the True Beauty webtoon. If you ever seen it, was like in the first 5 episodes or something like that. Yep. This another real person character type thing. Some girl sitting on the stairs. She had tattoos. Showing her phone. I think her legs is too small, and then get real close to her face. It just kind of look smushed together or something. This girl right here, like I said, I wanted to have like some sort of cool character, so her name was Jade Rose. Even tried drawing a jade with like little demon arrows or something like that. She had this little outfit on. There you go, like that. And then, just got ripped, but right here on the side, this is the only good thing. Oh wait, no, it's not. But this right here is another real person picture, and then up here, I drew this girl kind of laying down in her bed, pants no top on, and then outside it was like trees and the moon and stuff like that. And the rest of this is empty. The rest of this book, with also the hardcover is ripped off of it, is gone. Right here on the back. This, and then these 2 pictures is from some artist called Angel Ganev, I think, on Instagram and stuff. I just copy his pictures, and then this down here was another real person thing. Like drew it from reference, I guess is what I meant to say. Here, this is before the pandemic. I wanted to draw some character that always wore a mask. Character with the mask, 'cause I thought it was cool. Like I wanted her to like be distant and not talk to anybody and just keep her face covered up. And I think, well, this is the only thing worth noting here really like that. I think I was trying different short hairstyles. And then that's really the only thing left in this notebook. Okay. I have this big sketchbook, and I know I've only done one drawing in here. See, as big as this page is, I made it super small, but it was this picture of this girl with like really curly hair and flowers. So that's really all it is right there. I think it's really cool. Again, I think maybe her face is too far up. Like from her chin to her neck, I think it might be too far. But I still think it's really pretty, like all the details in the hair and the flowers. And then, but yeah, that's the only thing I drew in here. And then right here, in this tiny notebook, I also only drew a couple things. This thing in the front, and then in the back is more like character design type stuff. Like I made this girl, gave her a name, and then on the other side I tried to like write out some of her characteristics and whatever. And then I did this other girl, her name was Delilah. Got this little lace shirt that like kind of like long necklace, ripped jeans. I don't think that's it might be a tattoo, but yeah, and then that's all that's in this book. I didn't draw anything else in there. I have the XL Mixed Media sketchbook. I bought this because I saw that all the other like artist YouTubers that I was watching had notebooks like this, but I still didn't draw too much in it. In the back, I drew this little Spider-Man, and I drew some girl like she's supposed to be like luring dudes to her, like she's kind of leaned over, like she's supposed to be grabbing somebody's chin or something like that. And then there's nothing else in there, right there in the back. And in the front, this girl sitting down. I drew a little Rapunzel, and I drew some girl sitting down on the edge of the couch. This dude, some girl, some little flower girl in the field, kind of bohemian looking. Willow tree in the back. I think both of these are kind of bad. Like the shading is good, but this girl's face is kind of off. Like the picture, she's not her eyes don't look like this. And then this one, I think I made her eyes too big for the rest of her. And like with the shade and looking so shiny and stuff, but I don't know. I think it just looks kinda off. But of course it does. This was July of 2019, so 3 years later from some of the other stuff. I guess I might have progressed. I wasn't really drawing real people back then. But like I said, I think I'm pretty decent at copying whatever I see. Some girl's supposed to be on a tire swing. Another person. Here I drew the Powerpuff Girls in like the teenage form. So like from the show, there's all wearing crop tops. She had on pigtails, this one shoulder thing, all of that. Really nice, really nice. And I drew this girl. Kind of like an Instagram baddie type look, I don't know. I like the shirt though. And, oh yeah, okay. There's nothing else in this book, but this is really cool. I think her face might be too red, but I like everything else, like the color in her hair, and then I added blue moons and stars around her, and her eyes are the pale blue. I think she even got a little nose ring. It's really nice, and this is my favorite drawing in this book. This is also July 19th, like the other one was. I don't know, the other one was July 14th, so a few days later. But yeah. So then I have a couple folders right here. These was from like, well, this one right here, this was very recent when I still went to school in like IRL. This was last year in 2020. One of our art projects was like making a house or whatever. I never finished it. We never went back like after this was supposed to be due or something. She just said like take it home or something. This is everything I did. I just looked at pictures online. This is the living room. This was the kitchen. This was bedroom, bathroom. And then down here at the bottom is supposed to be an office type thing. And yeah, I never really finished just cause like I didn't want to get a ruler and draw the lines for these bookshelves and color it all in and stuff like that. But yeah, that was for the art class I had. And right here, this was also before I got sketchbooks. I was always just taking like the copying paper that they had like from school, the copy paper, I guess is what it's called. So this is one thing I drew from a picture. It's another thing. This says November 11, 2018. So after the stuff we just saw in another sketchbook. Before. Some girl with a gun. Some blank pieces of paper. There's some dudes. And then this is like an anime version of Belle. If y'all ever seen them, there was like a bunch of all the Disney princesses but drawn in kind of like an anime-like form, and I kind of copied that. So I also know I did Jasmine, but I don't know what she is. I did Princess Tiana, but I gave her to my art teacher when she was like leaving our school, so I don't really have her. Oh wait, okay, but yeah. Showing this dude, never finished him. It's another girl right here, and then here's Princess Jasmine. Whenever I was at school and like our art class was just like a draw and watch a movie day, I was trying to use a marker to do the color and pencil, but the marker always dried out. So and I never finished coloring everything else. But more papers, kind of like I had these floaty type sketchbooks, but whenever I would try to lift the pages, the whole thing would just like rip off the top of it, right? So it is what it is. Some girl It don't ever want to focus. Or the light is too much. Some girl by a pool. Some old dude down there. Oh, in the back of this kind of really light. This is me also drawing again from another webtoon called Ecstasy Heart. It was about tennis or something. Tennis and romance. This one. This girl's flipping you off. I don't know why she's posing like that. But I think I drew her body proportions well. And then on this side, there's not one thing worth note is this picture right here. Oh, and then I was drawing lips, and then this started off as lips, and then I tried to draw the rest of the face with it, but I don't think that turned out too well. The lips is the only good thing. Bunch of stuff on the back of here. More lip practice. Some girl at a pool, and I don't know, dudes peeping at her through the bushes. This girl, a rose. And then this was that picture from the other sketchbook. I tried to draw it smaller. Again, I think her head is too big for her body. And this the same thing, me trying to make that same character that had the mask over her face. Just trying to figure out what she looked like. I don't think more character type things I was making on my characters, trying to figure out what I want them to like, all of them. This right here is supposed to be a picture of Megan Fox. It was from the movie Jennifer's Body. It was just like, that's the scene it was from. That's how it turned out. Nothing really here. On this side, this was a picture of a real person. And try to draw again in a cartoony version down here, somebody else. Yeah, I had named the sketchbook my character design book, and then I made this person. I tried to draw again, except I gave her like kind of fairy wings on the back. It's like a club outfit or something, and then you sitting in a wheelie chair. Nothing out here. Blank is paper. This is the same character with the mask, except she's kind of in her pajamas. She still has the mask on. And she was saying something about waking her up from her sleep, I think. And then also this. This is also a picture from the artist Angel Ganev. Just copied it. Yeah. Okay. And this one. This sketchbook is another kind of empty one, but right here, I was trying to do side profiles, and then I was trying to do graffiti. That's my first name. And yeah, that's all. Okay. So I'm down to my final 2 sketchbooks, and I'm kind of realizing that this whole time, I could have just like showing y'all the pictures and then put some cool background music. I didn't need to explain everything. But I mean, I'm saying I think I might do that for my last sketchbook after I finish explaining this one, and then just let that kind of be the end, you know? But the next one is not much to show. I only drew a couple things. It was for my performing arts class. They gave us he gave us prompts to do, and we could like write a story to him or draw to him. And I only did a few in this book. So like this one right here, this is kind of a Family Guy type style. This is me fighting that chicken that Peter always fighting. I think the prompt was tell me something I don't know about you, and I was showing myself fighting the chicken because I'm allergic to chicken. So that was me. This is my school uniform. My hair is pretty much that long, like my real hair. And then yeah, that's it. And then another prompt had been what was the hardest time in your life, I believe. And I didn't know, so I just drew myself struggling. And yeah, that was that. And then let me see. I I did draw some other stuff for that. Like there was other prompts, but I didn't feel like drawing it in big books, so like I just did some quick, small stuff. See, I did some stuff on some note cards. Yeah. So real quick, small stuff. I don't know. This one said one of the prompts was you in the future, and then on this note card, where it was kind of like me on the beach and then money's flying towards me. Not me on the beach per se, but just being on the beach with money coming towards me or something like that. Yeah, and then, yeah, I don't even remember the prompts for this, but this is supposed to be somebody relaxing with like a face mask, their hair out of the way. And then this one, it was talking about who walks the path with you or who helps you along or something like that. And then I drew this, like to say that I walked my path by myself on my own. Trying to get it to not be so bright. Yeah. So that's all that was. Okay, so now I'm going to, this is my last sketchbook. This is what I've been drawing in recently. What I like told myself, this is all you're gonna draw so you can actually finish a sketchbook. So I don't really think I need to explain everything. So I think I'm just gonna be showing the pictures and then put music over this ending part until I get to like the outro, you know?
You gave me everything I asked, but I've grown up and this one thing got stranger. I'm sick of sitting on your lap. Santa, forgive me, 'cause this year I'm done being polite. So keep yourself busy, 'cause I don't need you creeping tonight. Dear Saint Nick, goodbye, I'm over this. Your promises are hard to believe. Baby, I don't need your gifts, your freaky little lips. Yeah, who the hell are you to judge me? 'Cause it's nice to be naughty. It's nice to be naughty. It's nice to be naughty. I like sativa in my milk and cookies. I light it brighter than my tree. And maybe I'm more selfish than I should be, but sometimes sharing ain't as sweet. Santa, forgive me, I'm higher than a sleigh in the skies. So keep out my chimney, got all your baggage killing my vibe. Dear Saint Nick, goodbye, I'm over this. Your promises are hard to believe. Baby, I don't need your gifts, your freaky little lips. Yeah, who the hell are you to judge me? 'Cause it's nice to be naughty. 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 So Santa, burn my letters, I'm onto something better. Too bad you never taught me it's nicer to be naughty. So Santa, burn my letters, I'm onto something better. Too bad you never taught me it's nicer to be naughty. Saint Nick, goodbye, I'm over this. Your promises are hard to believe. Baby, I don't need your gifts, your freaky little lips. Yeah, who the hell are you to judge me? 'Cause it's nice to be naughty. 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 It's nice to be naughty.
Okay, so to the end of this video, that was my art progress since I started in 8th grade. Mine is when I started in notebooks instead of regular sketchbooks. I think I've progressed a lot. Like, I think I'm better at drawing bodies because in the first one, like, it was just all over the place. I'm also trying to draw my own stuff instead of just from pictures. Like, I want to have my own style, not just draw whatever I see. And then I don't know. I think it's gotten better, but I think, like, as I'm also trying to draw my own stuff, I think I've also gotten better at copying other people's stuff, you know, like, just copying what I see and stuff like that. And that's really it. I don't know. Tell me about your own art progress.